Hello, my name is Bako Ambianda, and I want to welcome you with this interview with Asha. Asha is from Tanzania. She's right now in the United States of America. Tasha, what brought you to the United States of America?
Well, what brought me here at the moment is YALI, the Young African Leadership Fellowship Program, which has been initiated by President Obama. The program connects people from all over Africa, young leaders from different countries, 18 to be exact, where it has taken individuals, as in depending on the country, from 20 to 24. We are 500 at the moment, and each university, like here in UT Texas, we are 24. So we are here to network, to learn, and to improve our ideas, get to know each other.
Now, I believe President Barack Obama cannot create a platform that will just go to Africa and collect all the young people. He must be doing something. So what do you do in Africa?
Well, personally, I work in social media. And the great thing about this program is that I have met a lot of young people who work in different fields. So we have met people from different fields, and depending on what you do, as long as maybe you are a business and entrepreneurship track, we are here in Texas and other universities. I personally work as a social media consultant. I work in a company which owns one of the biggest websites in East Africa, known as JamiiForums.com. We are a pillar of change in social media in Tanzania. We have played a very big part in influencing democracy, in influencing accountability, and influencing the change of news on how citizens could get. As in, we have moved from the old era to the new era. People are able to get news on spot through the social media as opposed to traditional media.
That sounds really good. I believe the media is one of the greatest ways to develop a country.
Yeah.
How can you tell young people how to take advantage of the media?
Well, the media has many opportunities. There are so many opportunities in the media. And then one thing I have learned while I'm here is that we learn a lot of things. We have great ideas, we have a lot of great ideas, but we tend to think that the ideas which I was investing in on working on are those very big ideas. But so far what I've learned is you can start from a small idea and develop it. When it comes to media, in Tanzania there is opportunity, as in there are a lot of sections which are not properly exposed and explained. You can work in health, you can work in education, you can work in politics, you can work in whatever segment, and that segment will be divided. You can work as a journalist, maybe as a researcher, combining and maybe making analysis of news being put out there. You can also work in getting information directly from sources as opposed to getting information which has already been there. So opportunities are there. It depends on the passion of a person who wants to work in it, in what area they are really interested in. Is it analysis, reporting, maybe sharing and stuff like that.
That is really great. See, yeah. I'm really happy, and I congratulate you for what you're currently doing.
Thank you.
There are some young people who did not have the same opportunities like you, and they would like to know how you started. Like, where did you start? Were you raised up in a well-to-do family? Did you have a lot of good supporting friends? How was your starting?
The company I'm working with is, I should admit that I came up later. The platform started in 2008. According to the nature of the platform, as in the news which was put on there, we had to work in secret because there was a lot of threat maybe from government or from people who are public figures who maybe news of their companies or whatever which they felt like was a bit negative were on the website. So we usually worked as in incognito, not showing or not allowing people to know where we work from. So in 2008 and then to 2013, we found that it was becoming very expensive running the company and the platform. We decided to monetize, as in, instead of non-profit, we decided for it to be a company and should be profit and should be well established and observe other things which would make us work properly as opposed to incognito. So at the moment we have 36 employees. The management is 4 people, and so far it is going on well. It is still a new company. I can say it's been in operation in 22 months. We've started with 6 workers. At the moment there are 36. We are doing well, and I am so very fortunate to come here in this program. It is giving me whatever I need to improve and become stronger and bigger to progress.
That's great, that's great.
Yeah.
What did you think is one of the greatest things that is stopping other people from leaving their making, like doing what you do or doing something else doing something? What do you think is one of the greatest things that is stopping young people in Africa from doing that?
I think that I would say the mindset. The first thing you would think of, a lot of young people, the first thing you would ask is maybe why don't they employ themselves? Employing themselves requires a person to have an idea, and a lot of people have ideas which they would say that I don't have capital. But I have learned so far, if you have an idea, capital is not the option of you not starting a business. So the problem is the mindset, changing the mindset that you can start a business without having capital as money as capital. So the drive and the means, knowing how to do things. I also believe that if education had invested in making sure that young people know they can start something without being employed or without having money, that would have been good. For instance, the program we're having here, what we're learning, I really wish in somehow, maybe some segments would have been also taught to other university graduates, that by the time they're finished, they know they have the drive, like we have right now. They have the focus, they have a vision that I'm going to make it, whether I have money or not, as long as I have a good idea.
That is really great. But you don't understand the vision behind this program. Invest in the next generation of Africans. You guys are the people to take this and teach other people back home. And I do believe that a lot of people have this conception that my idea is really nothing. You know what I mean? But when you have an idea, you have to evaluate your idea. Maybe it's $1 million idea, and that is already capital for your business. But people don't really get that. And somebody like you deal with social media, and people who deal with social media, they come across a lot of positivities and a lot of negativities.
Exactly.
So I can view you like an expert on that. How do you walk around with? How do you deal with negative friends, negative young people, negative people around? How do you deal with it?
It's really hard. You know, a negative person is usually very, very aggressive to what they think. But when it comes, I will talk to them in two aspects. When you talk about negativity in a business world, that is really, really bad for a young person. And only a few people have been lucky to understand and know that you can maybe flourish and become better without just by being positive. I would like to say that a young person, if they are lucky enough to have a mentor, I'm imploring all those people who already know, all those young people who already know the benefits of being positive, to work with a certain group. You can even start by 5. You can even start by 1. As in, if you change one mindset, you can change a lot. For instance, in Yali, they say we are 500. In my program, I've met with 24 new people from different countries in Africa. I already have contacts of those people. I have already contacts of people in my country. So dealing with negativity, it's a problem. When it comes to my work, we have that problem a lot. It usually takes a lot of energy, as in to find a person and try to teach them and tell them and try to put them in the right track. And I will admit, in most cases it is successful, and in other cases you fail. You try, but you don't give up. You try again and try again till you get there.
Now that's really sweet. I do believe that there are a lot of people viewing that will really love to learn more about what you do, maybe be part of what you do, or recommend what you do to other people around the world. How can they learn more about what you do?
Well, about what you do, they can visit our website. It is jameforums.com. Jame is Swahili word, forums.com. And we also have on social media, it is at jameforums.com, at Instagram, at jameforums on Instagram, at jameforums on Twitter, at jameforums on Facebook. And personally, for direct content, they can also reach me at Abinallah at jameforums.com. My name is Abinallah ABINALLAH@jamiforums.com.
That sounds really good. You
Yeah.
had the internet, the social media guru. You want to reach her and learn more about what she does. And I really thank you for giving us the chance to interview and learn about what you do. It's been a very pleasing pleasure, as well as a privilege talking with you. The world is a better place because you showed up. I feel honored to be in your presence. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.